Hello Diablo fans. So recently I made a post of me clearing tier 100 of Nightmare Dungeons as a sorcerer using Fireball as the main damage skill. Now, following the post, quite a few people asked me the details of the build. So in today's video I want to share with you this Fireball build that I use to clear the highest tier of Nightmare Dungeons, and hopefully you'll enjoy this build as much as I do. I don't want to drag this video for 30 minutes, so let's get straight to the point. In the first half of the video I'll show you the aspects you need and the gear you need to make this build functional, and on the second part of the video you'll see some unedited Nightmare Dungeon gameplay on mid-high tier of Nightmare Dungeons, that is 69. I did not have enough sigil powder to create enough tier 100 keys to give you an accurate representation of what this build can do, so maybe in a later video, who knows. So in this build is focused on getting guaranteed critical strikes with Fireball. We achieve this by playing the Elementalist aspect that we imprint on the amulet, which gives a 60% increased critical strike chance when we cast core or mastery skills above 100 mana. So you can deduct from this aspect that we want to use as much mana cost reduction as possible and as much plus to maximum mana on items as possible. So you want to get the maximum mana on the helmet and on both rings, and you'll want to get the maximum mana cost reduction on the amulet and on the boots. Now, as far as the rest of the stats go, you don't have to memorize them. I'll put the build link in the description below so you can see the Paragon board and the skills I have, so we don't waste time in this video. Now, as far as the aspect go, you want to use the Double Frost Nova aspect imprinted on the helm. You want to use the Raiment of the Infinite because it's simply best in a slot. You want to use the quadruple damage reduction pants with aspect of Disobedience, which gives you increased armor, or you can use the total armor and triple damage reduction or max health and double damage reduction, plus to Frost Nova and plus to teleport with mana cost reduction and movement speed on boots. And on the rigs you want the standard maximum mana, vulnerable damage, crit strike damage, critical strike chance, etc. And we are using the Staff of Endless Rage, so we cast the triple Fireball. Now, as far as the gloves go, you'll see me in the second part of the video playing the both with the gloves of the Illuminator and with the standard legendary gloves, which gives us plus to Fireball, plus to critical strike chance, attack speed, and unfortunately have lucky hit chance, which is useless or almost useless in this build. You want this to be the restoration of primary resource. And you'll see me playing with the Heart of the Barber. Obviously, it's simply the best heart you can have. It's so OP that it's not even fun. It elevates this build to a new level. But you'll also see me unequip it and using this garbage ring, which doesn't have any good stat, but it has the aspect I want. Now, the build functions because our every Fireball is a critical strike when we cast it above 100 mana, and we are using maximum mana on both rings and the helm. We are having 164 mana with the Paragon setup I use. So we can comfortably cast at least 2 or 3 Fireballs when we account the mana regeneration before we run below the thresholds of guaranteed critical strike chance. And on the rest, you want to get as much as critical damage as possible. So you want to use the Heart of Tempting Fate, which gives us up to 80% increased critical strike damage, but our non-critical strikes deal 35% less damage, which is not important because our every Fireball is a critical. And you want to use the newly buffed aspect of 3 curses, which increases the Fireball critical strike damage by 40%, and we double this bonus against healthy targets, which are monsters above 80% of the health. Now, on the last heart, I use aspect of the I use the Heart of Talrasha because I couldn't get the blue heart socket. You probably want to use the 20% damage suppression as a defensive, or even the proc, which gives you invulnerability when you take the fatal damage. So that's it how this build works, I don't want to lengthen this video anymore, so I hope you enjoy, and if you want to see more of this gameplay or similar builds, comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
I need time to prepare that.
Greetings.